This is the high hang point harness that came with the DLE170, and I've got the angle adjusted just right so that the thrust line is ideal and it's flying really good. So I wanted my Dudek comfort seat, which is a low hang point harness, to have the same angle. And you can see here it has a little bit larger of an angle, and so it's kind of throwing the thrust line off a little bit when I'm flying. So here's the high hang point harness again that came with it, and you can see the angle, and let's compare that to the Dudek comfort seat, which all I did was I just moved the hang point closer to me, and with my weight that reduced the angle and got the thrust line just right. Right through the thrust line, and so that spark plug is fairly close. So I want to bolt this on so that the pivot point here is in the thrust line and the bottom pivot point of the carabiner is in the thrust line. And that's going to be fairly close to the spark plug there. I'll mark it. And then we'll measure that. I think it's going to be right around 5 inches. So I've got to mark this. Make sure I don't cut that fuel line. So I think that's going to be our center mark. Just going to center that up where I want it. I know that's not a punch, it's a Phillips head, but it'll work. All right, that's going to mark my location. I got that marked. I'm going to give it a little bit of pressure. All right, so that's going to help mark the other side too. All right, there we go. So these are Kangook bars. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but I bought them because they're stainless steel, a little bit heavier than I wanted, but durable, so I don't have to worry about any issues with it. And so now I'm going to run that bolt through and see if it fits. So that's a 5/16 drill bit, and that's pretty good. All right, that's what I was looking for. It's already got a built-in washer over here, and it's got a washer and a lock washer on the other side, and a nylon threaded nut. All right, we got the swing arms installed, and you don't want to make them too tight so that they won't move. For the front part of the gooseneck bars, what's going to happen is this is going to slide up, that's going to go through, and you're going to want to leave this little round pin here to prevent this from shaking loose. And it needs to be on the inside, because if you leave it on the outside, it could still allow this to rotate. So it needs to be on the inside, so that if that started to rotate, it would catch it and stop it. And so I'm going to run that all the way through so that it threads to the inside. So that way, if this started to shake loose, this would only allow it to go so far. So that kind of... All right, there are 2 metric bolts in here, and they have the Allen head on it, so you can adjust that to find your hang point. And that's going to prevent this strap that comes with the Dudek harness from sliding on that smooth bar. And then once you get it into position where you want it, you can lock it into place here. And then you can go through and you would put your carabiner in, and then you're ready to go. Now, one other step that you'll want to place is this is a safety strap that goes to the front near the gooseneck. You can see right here, it's running up through here. You want to run that up through your carabiner. So I'm going to go, there's our end product there. We've got the end of the gooseneck. This safety strap's running out, and it's also clipped into the carabiner.